In numbers of students, we will be increasing the size of the university slowly. We do not expect to become a large institution. We want to keep it of a size that we can still handle things reasonably well. I think there's a premium to be found in operating an institution of relatively small size, small as compared with the giant institutions I mean now. The main thrust of the campaign is quality. It's a much overused word, but there's no substitute for it. We are moving up. This is one way we say it. Everything that we do, we want to do better tomorrow. Financially, the main thrust of the campaign is for increased endowment. No institution can really be the master of its own fate unless it has real control over some corpus, some major funding. Endowment is very important. We have a substantial endowment, but it has declined as a percentage of our expenditure, and we're going to try to rectify that balance.
Well, we've more or less dedicated ourselves to bring Major League Baseball to this area, and we've held on for a long time, and I guess a few more months or a year or two wouldn't make any difference.
Did you talk to Daley while you were in Florida?
No, I did not. I didn't have anything to talk to him about.
When's the last contact either of you had with him?
I talked to him the day before I went to Florida, and I can't remember when that was now. About Thursday, I believe it was. We had a very congenial conversation. Lamar's covered one point here that we've never really covered before, and that is that we have been invited to attend the meeting. This is the first time we've officially admitted that, but we've had an invitation from two different sources to attend the meeting.
It's not just any car. This is $25,000 worth of automobile, including the equipment inside, and it belongs to the Texas Transportation Institute, a branch of Texas A&M. Bob Woodson is going to explain to us just what this car is all about. What do you do with $25,000 worth of automobile?
Well, you can, first of all, we measure the distance that we travel on the freeway. We measure the fuel consumption that the automobile is using. We measure the number of times that the brake is applied, the time that we're traveling on the freeway, and from this information we can calculate several more parameters that the car is actually, how it's actually operating.
What good does it do, have all this information?
Well, it gives us a means of measuring the effectiveness that we're determining from the freeway operation. With, as we call it, a floating vehicle, we are trying to measure just what the average driver is experiencing as he travels from work to home in the evenings and from home to work in the mornings.
Is this going to give us better freeways in the future?
It certainly should. It should at least give us a good way of determining how well the freeway is operating.
Okay, Bob, why don't you show us how it works then?
you'll accelerate now, we'll check our fuel consumption. Okay, now apply your brakes and we'll check the brake application. It's about 55. We'll probably have to calibrate a little bit.
What all this data is eventually going to be used for is the system of controls on entrance ramps on North Central Expressway. That system is expected to go into effect in the early part of this summer. This is Phil Reynolds, Channel 8 News on North Central Expressway.